Good day.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Coach.
Good day to the media house. My apology. It was beyond my control on my way coming this side. Coming to the game itself, we're looking forward to the game. We know that it's going to be a very, very difficult game. Again, we played them a few days ago, so this is going to be more even tougher because on the day, one has to become a winner, so it's not going to be easy. Preparation have been going well. That we want to go to another stage in this cup, and for us to be able to do so, it's very important for us to go all out and try to win the game. We know that we did, of course, play a few days ago against them, but this will be a different ball game. It's a cup game. Like I said, that the lot that goes with cup game, that if you don't finish in 90 minutes, it has to go to extra time, then maybe penalties. So we'd love to go all out and make sure that we try our best, give our best, and go to another stage. But we know that for us to be able to do that, you have to dig deep and beat, to be able to pass this stage first. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but we strongly believe that we've got a squad that is capable of competing, and we're looking forward to the game.
Thank you very much, Coach. Questions from the floor. We'll start with Mr. Sobri Shabalala.
Thank you, Fatu. Thank you. Much appreciated. Coach, job well done. You are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Royal AM is doing well. Coach, you are now position 2. Now you are playing in Nedbank Cup. You are looking forward to win this one so that you can be spared to retain position number 2. Am I right by saying that?
Come again.
I'm saying you are at number 2.
Yes.
All right? Which is a very good thing from the lower league to number 2. I'm saying, looking at this tournament, you winning this tournament, will you agree with me that this is going to motivate you to really cement number 2? I know that when I spoke to your communication guys, Sinki Munisi, said you guys were looking at top 8, but now you have outclassed yourself, or you have outperformed yourself.
Yeah, look, on the league itself, we're looking for top 8. We don't want to put pressure to our players or put anyone under pressure. Our aim was to make sure that we're in top 8, and when we're in that top 8, when we know that I think we are in, then we can try to play for something, to be on a better position. But for now, we are happy, with the way things are going. That I think we are number 2. It's good to be number 2, but the main point is for us, to be in the top 8. And going to the cup game again itself, it's very important, for a team to win a cup. This is the only cup that is available, and having the opportunity that we are on another stage, of playing this cup, it's very important, for the team, to go all out and try and, win something for the team. But for us to win this, it's very important, to win first against Moroka Swallows, which we strongly believe that it's going to be a very, very difficult game. But we strongly also believe that with the squad that we have, we are capable of competing with anyone. And yes, we are looking forward to this coming game.
Thank you, Coach. Let's move on to Karabo.
Thank you very much, Fatu. Good afternoon, Coach. Long time.
Thank you. Good afternoon, my brother.
The last time you offered me a job as an assistant, but it's okay. Coach, I think as Sopri said, you guys have been doing particularly well this season, bar the loss that you had against SuperSport United. But going into the game on Friday away from home, what is the approach of Royal AM that you will be approaching? Because there should be one winner. And secondly, Coach, the team spirit in and around the squad. What is it? What have you said to the players for you to instill such a winning mentality and never give up attitude at the club? Thank you.
The first one, the team spirit, to make sure that we have this belief that, United, we're strong. And again, with the preparation that we go through, these boys work so hard, at training. You never find anyone else complaining about training because they know that, for us to be able to compete, we have to work very, very, very hard. And it's been happening, at training, everything started training, from the management, the technical team, everyone, the tea lady in the office, everyone works so hard and working towards one thing. It's been helping the team, to do well, because again, when it comes to, for the team to do well, it's not only about one person, it's about more of the team, whereby, you want everyone to play his part or her part. Then together, we become strong and we can be able to achieve, whatever we want to achieve at that particular time. So the players have been working hard, so that's why you see the team doing well. And we're a team that always believe in ourselves, that any game that we go play, always go play, try to win the game, because we strongly believe that, we have a good squad, a squad that can be able to compete with anyone else. The second question was, I think it was the first, but I answered the second.
No, I think more of the approach that you'll be using, knowing that it's a knockout competition.
We're playing with a team that is very, very quick, especially in transition. If you look back few days ago when we played against them, they gave us so much problems, especially when it comes to transition, especially from defense to attack, they are very, very, very quick. So for first, it's very important for us, to play our normal game, whereby, we try to take the game to them, though we're playing away, but at the same time, remember that the game has to finish, on the day. But we will try, to take the game to them and try, to see if they can be able to handle that. But at the same time, we keep the balance at the back, because we know that immediately they win the ball, from defense, to attack, they're very, very, very quick. They've got the players, the like of Mashatsi and Lovu, they have Mokwena himself. They've got a Saleng, very, very, very quick, going forward. So it's very, very important for us, that immediately after losing possession, we make sure that, we try and win the ball as quick as possible. When you play a team like this, it's very important, to have the ball, and use the ball well. That is another area that we want, to improve, whereby, whenever we're in control of the ball, we must be able to take care of that ball, because we know that immediately we lose it, there's a problem, because they have players that can be able, to hit us if we are not careful.
Let's move on to Mfana Foot in Jovu in KZN.
A very good day to you, Coach.
Good day, Brandon.
My brother, the team has been doing well. We've been saying that for quite a long time. But on your side, looking at some of the players that you have within your disposal have been so far performing so well. I'm talking about Victor Swallows, and also right now we've just heard that he's in the provincial squad for the Bafana Bafana. How happy are you, looking at all these developments? And also the second question would be around Zukile Mkhize, his absence going to this one. How is it going to affect you, in terms of trying to change your team going to this encounter?
Yeah, the first one, to see our players, going to the national team or being recognized, is something that is very good for the team. Any coach will tell you that will be happy to see his players. If I can have 6, 7 players in the national team, it makes even easier job for me, because they get exposure, they go, they get exposure wherever they play. So it's good to have a player of Victor's caliber that is in the national team and has been doing well. And I just hope that nothing else disturbs him, especially injuries or suspension, or maybe also lots of forms, because those things can be able to affect you at any time. So we just pray that none of those disturbs him at this time, whereby as he is or at his best. So it's good to have him in the national team. Again, not having Mkhize in the team, of course, is one player that has been playing there consistently. So, but there's nothing we can do. We have to find a way where we can be able to deal with that. And we strongly believe that it's a chance of also another player to raise up their hand and play to that position. And we strongly believe that, so whoever is going to play there, that's why he's been registered with the team. I think he will be able also to do the same job that Zukile would have done.
Thank you. Let's move on to Themba Shabalala.
Thank you so much, Patu. Coach, just a quick one. Fanafuti took half of my question. I'm looking at a player, Litswalo. That's what I was going to touch on, but he took the other half. With all the hype around him and the big three after his signature, what space is he at when you look at him? Is he still the same player that you've always worked with? Is he still giving you that, thing of saying, Coach, I want to be here? What do you pick up from him? And another one, Coach, you've rightfully surpassed your expectations from yourself and everyone else, including your chair lady. Her words, she went out and said, this team has outdone itself. I never thought this is where we would be by now. That must have had a special place in your heart, but it comes with a lot of pressure, Coach, to stay there and even go a step or two higher. What can we expect from you after such words, going into the Swallows game that you know very well that losing it might dampen the whole lovey-dovey mood that is in the camp?
Yeah, look, the first one, Victor, you can see that he has grown matured. I've worked with him for quite long now. He has grown matured, and you can see the maturity in him. At the same time, also, you see the work rate himself. He's been working very, very hard. I think he knows for him to be able to keep the position in the national team, he cannot afford, to his performance to go down. So he has been working very, very hard. And again, the good thing that, he's a team player. He's not a player that is very selfish. He's still the same player, when he's around the players, when he's around his fellow players, because most of the time you find sometimes when you've got, when you have achieved something in your life, maybe you tend to change. But Victor hasn't changed, still the same player, very disciplined and works so hard. And like I said, he's matured. And like I said before, it's good, to have a player of Victor Swallows' caliber. The second one, I think it's about the game, right?
Yes, I think it was
Coach. The motivation from the chair lady, as well as going into the game, winning the game or losing the game.
We are always a team that is motivated, going to every game, that we try as much as we can, that there's nothing that disturbs the players. The management try their best. Technical team also try its best, to make sure that the players go with a clear mind whenever they play. And each and every game, like I said earlier on, I think to one of your colleagues say, each and every game that we go to play and win. So this one, there's no different. We're going there to play and win. If it happens that we lose the game, it's one of those things. It happens in football. You expect one to lose, and especially this is a cup game. Like you said, that on the day you find that, one has to lose. But, we are going all out and try and make sure that, we win the game.
Robin Juk, Madlala.
Coach, I'm just, reminded of when you guys visit Dobsonville Stadium in the first game of the season, you lost and then how sweet was to also to Swallows over the weekend with that last minute. I'm sure you want to make 2 out of 2, on the tour, and also on the impact of Thabo Matlaba, Nascimento, and Maduka, because they look like they've lifted up, I think, the team in the second half of the season, because I'm looking at the impact they've made, especially Maduka has scored the 3 goals now since he arrived at the club.
Yeah, it was nice. It was good to win, last minute of the game against it. Was a good revenge. That Dobsonville was not good, the way we lost. We thought on that particular day that we did well, and we thought that maybe a point was going to be a fair result for us, but it didn't happen. But, the God that we serve is a fair God. It just happened exactly the way it happened in Dobsonville, and we were happy with that. And going to this one, like I said, we know it will be good for us, to make it 2 out of 2. It's not going to be easy, like I've said. We have to dig very, very deep, because it's a team that is also angry, especially the way, you know, they lost the game that we played against them. So that alone, we know that it will make the game very, very difficult. But again, us going to this game, we are confident going to this game. We have played so far, I think, about 5 games or so. We have done well in those 5 games since we started this year, and we want to maintain that, you know, that winning mentality. And for that, we are going to the game with a lot of confidence, and we hope that, you know, on the day, you know, we become a winner. But for us to become a winner, we have to work very, very, very hard, because we're playing a team that is very, very dangerous, like I said, especially in transition from defense to attack, very quick going forward. It's a young team that is very hungry to play. So we know that it's not going to be easy. Going to having Nascimento, Makupu, Makaba, in the team, it's a bonus, a big bonus to us. You know, there are players that are experienced players. They've been there before. There are players that wants to win something. Nascimento comes from a team that have been winning things. My club has played for teams that win things. Makupu himself as well. So when you have players that have won things, you know, in their lives, wherever they go, they want to win. They want to win. So it's good to have, you know, these players, even Mukhail as well. It's good to have them, because we know that, you see, they bring something very, very special in our team. They bring something that they found it, of course, in our team. That is that winning mentality. So having them in the team, you know, it's a big bonus for the team, and we're happy to have them. And so far, so good. They've been doing very well, and yeah, it's good to have them, you know, in the team.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is the Sobre Boys Walefatsi from TBR Solutions. We decided to do this because I'm sure you have seen, as much as I saw, that most of our young people, not only young people, they die these days because of stress or pressure that they undergo through. It could be caused by a number of issues. So the mental illness is a serious problem in our country. But now I want to talk to you about the members of GPF. Members of GPF, they go on pension or they resign. Sometimes they are made to wait 3, 4 months, sometimes even 2 years, waiting for their money. And you can imagine, if a person can wait such long, what would happen to their assets? They will be exposed, all right? So they're in danger of losing those assets. So at the end of the day, it affects them mentally. Now, we, as the Big R or TBR, we are there to help those who wants to get their money expeditiously from the GPF by simply using the GPF rules and the relationship and the respect. That's all what we do. Now, you know very well that people can retire at the age of 60, especially when you're a government employee and above. And then if you retire earlier, it is called early retirement. Because it's early retirement, taxman tax you more. If you resign, taxman tax you more. Now, what we do, we help people to get their money in such a way that at least as much as they're going to be taxed, but they will be taxed better, all right? And with us, working with other stakeholders that help us to help people out there, we help people to retire at the age of 55. As long as you're 55 and above, you can be able to retire. And one of the advantage with us, you'll be able to get 2 1/3 if you want. You can get 1 1/3 if you want, but nothing stops you to get 2 1/3 if you want. At the same time, we also help people to invest. And as they invest, we make sure that whenever they earn every month, they earn from their interest rather than their principal investment. That will ensure that their money grows for the next 30, 40 years, all right, before it can get depleted, all right? So those are some of the things that we do. So you may ask, we have done a lot of people whereby we made sure that they get their money as quick as possible. by simply reminding our colleagues in the GPF employment sector of their roles and their responsibility. Hence, I'm saying we have that relationship with them, and then, but that relationship is based on mutual respect. So if you want to get more, just drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll be able to come to your rescue. I think.